welcome back to the 2020 National Olympic Weightlifting Secondary Schools Championships in the Auckland section of the event. We've now got the first of the men's section, the men's 61, 67 and 73 kilo division. Number of young men in this class who, as we saw there, are just starting their warm-ups out the back, starting to prepare physically but also mentally for the session ahead. And we've just seen an exciting first session of the day where the young women performed exceptionally well. A number of records broken and just some outstanding personal best lifts. So looking forward to seeing what this group of young men can do. So shortly, about a minute and a half now, the athletes will be presented to the crowd, and then we'll have 10 minutes before the start of the session. So athletes are now being asked to line out. There's Team Rangitoto there. There's a number of young men lifting. There's about 5 of them there. We've got Cameron McTaggart getting in the way of things. He's too old to be a schoolboy these days. And Cameron, who was on the verge of competing in Tokyo this year until its postponement. And here they come. So we've just had the athletes and officials introduced to the crowd. Here's the full list of athletes. And again, a good mix of age groups and body weights. The eldest being 18 years of age, or turning 18 years of age, Gene Brown from Auckland Grammar in the men's 73 kilo class, to Rion Norton as young as 13 years of age. So we're 1 minute away from the start of the men's 63, 71, no, sorry, 73. So 61, 67 and 73. Let's get those body weights right. 12 athletes competing. And the young men just going through their final warm-ups. We have 25 kilos on the bar. And the first lifter will be Stefan Krumrich. So the last 15 seconds or so of the 10-minute countdown, and then the clock will reset. There'll be 1 minute, and that'll be for Stefan, who's already made a shift. Loaders are putting 30 kilograms on the bar. Here we go. First attempt for young Stefan. And a good start there from Stefan. A few nerves, but he'll be better for getting that first one out of the way. Just a quick glance over to the coach. Stefan will follow himself here. As the next lifter is Aiden. With 34 kilos. So we'll see Stefan come out for his second attempt. Another change here. Loaders are increasing the bar to 33 kilos. Here we go, Stefan for his second attempt. And a far more confident attempt there on the second attempt from young Stefan. So the bar will now move to 34 kilos, and this will bring a new lifter to the platform, Aiden Hugan. Aiden. So we can see Coach Nicole Krumrich there, looking after these young men from Rangitoto College. She's just making sure that she's got all her numbers sorted, and the young men know when they're coming out. Here's young Aiden, first attempt, 36 kilograms. A very strong opening attempt there from Aiden. Very confident. Getting this bar loaded to 36 kilograms. It's now ready. Stefan Kumrich for his third attempt. Yeah, really excellent. 3 out of 3 there from young Stefan, who got better and a little bit more confident every time he walked out onto the platform. So now the bar moves to 37. It'll be another young man from Rangitoto, Juan Carlos. 37 kilos on the bar. Another strong attempt. Good opener there from Juan Carlos. So yet another Rangitoto lifter, this time Andreas. .38 kilos. And just like all his other teammates, another strong opening attempt. So there's been a change of call, and the loaders will be putting 40 kilograms on the bar. And this will bring another new lifter out, Caius Olsen. Caius from Pinehurst College, competing in the 73 kilo class. Caius being looked after by New Zealand representative Cameron McTaggart. Yeah, really good attempt there from Kaius on 40 kilograms. He remains on the bar. Technically a very good lift there from Kaius. So Hayden now coming up for his second attempt. And a call of easy from Coach Nicole, and it certainly was. Successful second attempt for Juan Carlos. So here's another new lifter to the platform. Yep. Jack Swainson from Long Bay College, 41 kilos. And a very comfortable opener. Yeah, very strong attempt then from Juan. I think he might have picked up an extra attempt, the old one. Anyway, the scoreboard moves on. If he can capitalise on it, good on him. So another new lifter, this time Jack Sykes out of Rosmini College. Jack lifting in the 61 kilo class. Another powerful opener. Great to see. All these young men starting really strongly. With the bar moving to 44, the call's on the other Jack in the 61 kilo class, Jack Swainson out of Long Bay. Unfortunately, Jack not quite being able to lock out his arms there. A little bit of a press out. Certainly had enough strength and power. It's more of a timing and technique issue, which Jack will look to address on his third attempt. I'll have a couple of minutes here just to have a think about that. We'll just see on the replay here. Oh, we've gone to the scoreboard. Jack's gone up to 45, so the coach is happy that Jack can make the adjustment. The extra kilo's gone on the bar. So that now changes the order of lifting and brings out Andreas Quintero from Rangitoto for his second attempt. So here's Andreas, second attempt. And a good attempt from Andreas on 45 kilograms. Nice strong lift there. A couple of steps just to steady himself, but nice and secure overhead. So 45 remains on the bar. This will bring back Caius from Pinehurst. Couldn't quite keep his balance there. Cam just giving him a little bit of instruction to stay tight. Certainly capable. The bar stays on 45 for Jack Sykes. Another change means that it'll be one Carlos Quintero from Rangitoto coming out for his third and final attempt. Unfortunately, a no lift there for Juan Carlos. There's just a bit of a press out there with his elbows. Didn't quite get underneath the bar quickly enough. Again, though, new to the sport. Very much a technical lift, the snatch. So it'll just be a case of back into training and working on fixing that particular issue. Certainly the strength and power there, though, from Juan Carlos. So, Jack Swainson coming back out. That kilo being added, so 45 kilos. And a much better attempt there from Jack, securing 45 kilos. So a good call from the coach to move him up. And Jack repaid the faith put in him. So now Caius, seeing if he can make the adjustment from his last lift. And he does, a little bit shaky, but does enough for 3 white lights. And excellent from both lifters to be able to fix the issue from the lift before and be successful with their third and final attempts. So the bar now moves to 47 kilograms. And this will bring Jack Sykes back to the platform. 47 kilos. Good speed from Jack. And another good lift. Very strong from Jack. So Aidan now coming back for his third and final attempt on 48 kilos. Not quite for Aidan, just couldn't quite control it at the end there. Just had it, and then you can see it going back, and he couldn't quite hang on. He did the right thing there, the young man, just to drop it. Don't want to risk injuring an elbow or a shoulder, so still secured 2 of his 3 snatches. So the bar now moves to 50 kilos. And this will see our youngest competitor, in Rion Norton, come out for his first attempt. Born in 2007. Really competent first attempt there from young Rion. The bar stays on 50 kilos. The athlete now is Mason Newby, another of this group of young men from Rangitoto College, being led, coached by Nicole Kumarich. Jack Sykes up on screen there with coach Richard Wong, the owner of the venue today, Functional Strength Olympic. And Richard must have known that call was coming, so the bar remains on 50. And this will be Jack's third and final attempt. And 3 out of 3 for Jack. Excellent effort. Nice dynamic athlete, Jack, showing some good speed. Power snatching that 50 kilos. Andreas coming out for his third and final attempt on 54 kilos. And just a couple of kilos too many there, but I'm sure I'll come back next time. But a good effort there. I'm joined here in the commentary by event organiser, Gabrielle Peach, fresh from coaching duties.
Yep. We had a little bit of a nervous meltdown in our second, but we got there. We got back to the third.
Excellent. Yeah, so far there's plenty of green on the scoreboard, lots of good lifts from the young men.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to see these boys pushing themselves. I got a feel for Nicole. She's got a lot of lifters out there to manage.
Yeah, I was just saying before that she's doing a great job there at Rangitoto Cottage. She's been there for a number of years now and continues to bring through.
Yeah, they've got a big team this year. It's going to be good.
So the call's now on Mason Newby, 55 kilos.
Sharp.
Yeah, he saved all his energy for the lift. He walked out and has walked off in the same manner, but saved it for when it mattered. She showed some real dynamicism here.
It's quite long-limbed.
Yeah, excellent positions, as you say, for a tall young man.
Yeah. How old is he? 15.
So just 3 athletes left to enter the competition. The bar remains on 55 and we'll see Xavier Sarah come.
Oh, there we go. Big jump. Xavier's strong. I saw his lifts in the North and South Postal. Looked very good.
It's great to see so many young men with, certainly, and it's great to see we've been dominated by these young women coming through, but the boys need to make a fight back. So here's our youngest competitor, Rion, 55 kilos on the bar. Another really good lift from Rion. He's technically looking really sharp there.
Yeah, there's some exciting things coming out of Rotorua. There's a few in the heavier weight classes as well, with some big totals entered.
Yeah, it's great to see that, in really quite a short time, just how the sport's developing right across the country.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you see where people go in and put the effort into developing it. It picks up very quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago where we were very, Auckland-centric sport, lifters coming out of Christchurch, but I think now we're 46 clubs.
Is that what we're up to? Wow.
I think it is across the country. And over 600 members, so we've certainly seen that growth. And as you say, the exciting thing is with these youth and junior athletes.
Well, yeah, it changes so quickly, doesn't it? So I love working with youth. They're so rewarding, just with, as you see them develop and maturing both physically and emotionally as they're growing up.
Absolutely. So willing to learn.
And they pick it up so quickly. Nice.
Yeah, Mason, really impressive. He's, as you say, for a big, tall young man, he's particularly coordinated. Got some real speed around the bar here.
That's a great camera angle. We don't normally see that one, do we?
No, yeah, we were talking about that in the first session. It's unusual to be high and above. It gives you a nice perspective.
So we've got our final 61 kilo lifter. Opening streets ahead of the rest.
Yeah, that's the neat thing though about secondary schools is you can have ranked beginners alongside, in some cases, athletes that have been to international competitions, and that rare opportunity where you can, as a newbie, watch and learn from some of those senior.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Yeah.
So here's Rion now with his third and final attempt, 60 kilos. From the young man from Rotorua.
Whee. Oh, nice work.
He's showed a lot of composure there, the young man. Gone for a bit of a dance, but...
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? As long as your elbows stay locked out, then you're good.
There we go. He got in it, but he just had to start running forward. But he, as you say, he kept those arms locked out. Waited for the down signal. And got the reward. So 3 out of 3 for young Rion. So it looks like Mason's going to come out, and then we will see one of the 3 remaining athletes.
It's quite cool, isn't it? One from each class.
Hmm.
Oh. Thought he was going to get that.
Yeah, it was probably just a wee bit of inexperience. If he'd sat there in the bottom position.
A bit of patience, yeah.
Let's see here, he's so fast, but he just could have sat there for a wee. But that'll come. And you could see his disappointment. He knew he could have had it.
Mm.
So first attempt from
Xavier.
Out of Henderson High School.
Yeah, he trains out of Waitakere. Very sharp.
Another powerful opener. So continuing a good run of form of, I don't want to put the mockers on the last 2, but everyone's securing their first attempts. I was saying with Megan in the first session, it's just so great to see some of these young athletes show such good technique.
Mm. Well, it's a testament as well, I think, to how we're developing nationally in terms of coaching as well.
Yeah, that's been another massive change over the last 4 or 5 years, just the amount of coaches that are coming into the sport and staying with it, which is what we need.
I've been surprised at how many, well, he might change, but how many athletes have been content with very small jumps.
Which I think is a reflection on some of them. This is their first major competition.
Oh, there we go, I've been corrected.
It's more about the experience.
Oh yeah. For my athlete jackets, he's done 1 club comp before this, so it's all very new.
That's it. And Megan and I were discussing in that first session, just it's very, very different doing your weights in the training and then coming to this sort of arena, dealing with the technical.
Oh, and yeah, exactly. I feel for those girls. The beginning of that first session must be so hard to know where they were within the program to begin with.
Which is all part of their learning, and it's all helps them be that little bit better next time they step onto the platform.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? If you can handle it with all those distractions and things going wrong, it's a testament to being able to handle it no matter what happens.
So 65 kilos. Another change though. So the bar moved to 66.
Back to Xavier.
Yeah, we'll bring Xavier back out. Daniel's moved to 68. That's his 2 changes, so he'll have to come out on that.
Yeah, got a great lockout, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a powerful young man. It's a really good power snatch.
So it looks like we are going to see Daniel once Xavier's change goes in.
Really good lift from Xavier. So this will be the first attempt for young Daniel out of Onehunga High School.
I've just received a message from my coach to talk louder. Shout out to Whirianga. Okay, here we go. Another good lockout. Sharp, these balls.
Yeah, so Daniel continuing the good progression of successful opening attempts. Just a little bit in front, but a couple of steps forward. Saw him secure the weight nicely. So I think we'll probably see Daniel follow himself before our last lifter.
No, I think we'll get Xavier's third first, 69.
Oh, sorry, yeah, he's still got one to go, and then Gene is scheduled for 75, is he?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure the change will come through. Here we go.
Yeah, these boys are lifting well, isn't it? Pretty much only a few missed thirds, or in the couple of seconds, my athlete included.
Yeah, no, there's more green than there is red.
Yeah,
so
that's always good, isn't it?
I've certainly been at competitions where
there's just no momentum, is there? There's sort of stop.
Yeah. And where there's been more red and green.
Well, that's the thing. We want this to be successful. You know, it's about making lifts.
Yeah, we want these young men going home tonight and
having had good experiences, proud of their efforts. Yeah,
that's right. And an excitement to get back into training.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? I'm so relieved that we've been able to get this one off the ground after everything that's been going on this year.
So here comes Xavier, third and final attempt, 70 kilograms.
Just looked a little bit hesitant, didn't he?
That, and again, the just trying to catch it up maybe a bit too high. If he'd sunk down into a full squat. But again, young man.
Yeah,
very much
I find that as well. There's boys sometimes a little bit hesitant to kind of commit to that overhead squat position, just prefer to power it. It's as much a skill as anything, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So here's Dan now for his second attempt. 71 kilos.
Nice.
And pretty much identical to that first one. Just taking a couple of steps just to secure the lift, but hitting the 3 white lights.
So are we going to have any overlap with Gene, or is he going to be all on his own?
I think, did he go from 68 to...
Yeah, 3 kilos first time round.
Just see there, Coach Tina Ball just making the changes. Looks very poised to make a second change. Here it comes. So now moving to... Just waiting for that call to come through.
73. So I wonder if he might finish on 74, so she's just going to run out that clock for those changes. Give him as much rest as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be one more change, which...
He's got weight to spare too, doesn't he? He's still well under that 61 kilos.
Yeah.
And should have another, maybe year 12, perhaps?
Yeah, he's only 2004, he's so
Yeah.
16 years of age. Yeah, might even be year 11.
Might be year 11, yeah. So we've got this exciting young athlete, see how much he can do. 74, yeah, okay. Well, and Jane's gone up in the meantime, so 77 is going to be the last opener.
Well, let's see. First off, Daniel, if you can make it 3 out of 3. For 2 athletes so far, 3 athletes in fact go 3 from 3.
Might get called. Oh no, he gets it by majority. There's an elbow flicker.
That's it.
He
They got the
takes it
majority.
away. Yep. He did well to hold on to that.
Every single lift the same. Just taking those a few bigger steps this time.
Just saw that left elbow there as he stands up. But winner, winner.
That's
Good on him.
it. The scoreboard says green.
Oh, and Jane's gone up again. 78. So he's 2002, so he will be in his last year of school.
Yeah, he's our oldest competitor in this session, 2002, so 18 or turning 18, depending on when Jean's birthday was.
Yeah, I think he's noticeably more experienced as well than a lot of these lifters. He's done a few competitions before.
And coming out of Auckland Grammar, who have a long history in producing...
Yeah, so they're another one. We've got 3 strong men's teams competing here today. We've got Rangatoro, Auckland Grammar, and then Kelston Boys as well, which is awesome. We haven't seen that much come out of them. So that's credit to John Edwards for getting that one, getting some boys involved from there.
Absolutely, it just takes that one key individual to be driving the program.
Yeah, exactly. Not the first time he's done that.
That was a really good. So every single lifter securing their first attempt. I think that was the same with the girls as well. So that's great.
That's good. So there'll be a bit of a delay here because he'll be Well, his coach Dom will be working the change card to give him as much rest as he needs.
Yeah, that technically was really good. I must admit, I can't remember seeing Gene compete before. Clearly he has. But as I said, yeah, training with Dom there out at Gillies Ave, which is...
Yes, we've got three clubs centred there now. It's very busy. You've got to give credit to Elevation Weightlifting as well. Those guys have put a huge amount of effort in growing their program and are now utilising quite a few inner city schools.
Yeah, it's great to see. You know, Gillies Ave, the spiritual home of New Zealand weightlifting, and you know, our current president.
Yeah.
Richard.
Well, Richie is a grammar boy.
Yeah, he's an ex-grammar boy. It started his career out of Auckland Grammar and initially at Gillies.
We've got a 5 kilo jump here at the moment. It's funny, we've changed the computer after the issues this morning, and there must be something different with the connection, and now the 30-second call's coming through the TV, so it's a lot louder.
It's certainly been something that's needed to be worked out on the fly, but we're getting there. We were saying to Megan before that...
Oh, yeah. It's been a real community effort, hasn't it?
We don't have a generation of officials that remember manual scorekeeping. So...
Yeah, I got to take the credit. Well, not credit, but take responsibility a little bit there. There's been... I remembered almost every document other than printing out a manual scorecard.
Well, it's almost been consigned to the history books, but here we see Gene come out for his second attempt, 83 kilos. Well, certainly not a strength and power issue.
No.
So Gene will go and have a bit of a talk to Coach Dom, and hopefully we'll see him come back out and make the necessary adjustment. Just opened up a wee bit early.
Maybe dropped his chest a little bit when he caught it. Yeah.
Just a little bit more extension, but it's certainly there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So one lift to come, which will finish the snatch section of the men's 61, 67 and 73 competition. We'll then have a
10 minutes.
10-minute break before we start with the clean and jerks.
So are we going to start session 3 on time? Scheduled for 1:30?
I think not. Might be a little bit late. But I think we've certainly made up some time.
I think, yeah, I agree.
We've had a bit of an improvement here. Have we gone up a kilo?
Yes, he has.
So now
Might have some numbers in mind that he wants to try and hit today.
84. But it certainly didn't, as you said before, it didn't look like a weight issue.
No, and that's the thing with snatch, isn't it? It's quite often not necessarily, well, especially in younger athletes, it's very rarely about strength and much more about learning where to place the bar and being accurate with those positions. Balance is a huge component to it. Oh, there he goes again, 85. Yeah, so those guys must have some targets. I wonder if he's maybe trying to hit a grading standard.
Quite possibly. There's the risk reward element to this, that sometimes a younger athlete puts some more weight on the bar, doesn't affect them, but other times you put it up after a miss and it can play on their mind. So we'll see, we'll get a good insight here into Gene's mindset of how he handles a increase after a miss. We've got 42 seconds. Here he comes. Some chalk on his hands. 85 kilos.
Oh, it definitely looks focused. Tell you what, if he had one more, I bet he would have smoked it. One behind, one in front. One just right is normally the rule.
Normally that's how it works. Athletes tend to compensate like that, but still a good session.
78 for Jane.
We'll just see. The first one went over the bell, the second one, this one was just a little bit in front. But he'll learn from that. So that concludes the snatches. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the clean and jerk section of the competition. And here we are for the clean and jerk portion of the first of the male session for today. Stefan Kumaric here, 33 kilos. Good, strong opener there from Stefan. Coach Mum in the corner. Part of a strong Rangitoto team. Really great to see. Stefan following himself here, so we've got 2 minutes on the clock. In fact, he will probably take all three of his lifts before we see the next lifter, Juan Carlos Quintero. Just chatting to Nicole in the interval. Stefan plays a number of sports, wrestling, rugby. Mum thought it'd be a good idea to throw him in a weightlifting competition. So far, he's acquitting himself extremely well. 4 out of 4 lifts. And getting ready for his second attempt in the clean and jerk on 36 kilograms. And the good form continues from Stefan. Another successful lift. So 2 minutes goes onto the clock again as Stefan's following himself. 39 kilos is on the bar. He's nice and relaxed out the back there, which is great to see. Enjoying the occasion. Stefan standing up, getting ready now. One more change, is taking him 41 kilos for his third and final attempt. And 6 out of 6 from Stefan. He's had a very good day. Nice strong lockout. Controlled finish. So the bar now moves to 48 kilograms. This will bring Juan Carlos Quintero out to the platform. There's a few lifters around this 48, 49, 51 mark. Good strong opener there from Juan. So the bar will move to 49. This will bring Juan's teammate Aiden out onto the platform. So 2 white lights for Aiden. That's all he needs for a successful first attempt. And the bar will move to 50 kilos, which will bring another new lifter out to the platform. Caius Olsen from Pinehurst College. 50 kilograms on the bar. And another good opening attempt there. Twice, 50 kilos, 3 white lights. A little bit on his toes, but he composed himself well here, Kais. And successful lockout overhead. Bars now move to 52 kilos after that successful attempt from Kaius. And the call will be on Jack Swainson. And that will be his first attempt. Jack representing Long Bay College in the 61 kilo class. Yeah, really good opener there from Jack. So we're 53 kilos on the bar. We've got another new lifter, Jack Sykes, coming out for his first attempt. And Jack picking up from where he left off after his snatches with a really solid opening attempt. And a successful second attempt from Juan Carlos, 54 kilos, which remains on the bar. And this will bring Aiden out for his second attempt. A little bit of inter-team rivalry between Juan Carlos and Aiden. Juan Carlos with a 1 kilo advantage over Aiden after the snatches. And so far going lift for left in the clean and jerks. So really seeing the benefit of, even though weightlifting is an individual sport out on the platform, the benefit of having a strong team around you. You're able to train alongside your teammates, push each other along, and then celebrate each other's successes. And you've certainly seen that here with the Rangitoto boys. So with the bar moving to 55 kilos, the change of lifter will be Kais, coming out for his second attempt. Kais from Pinehurst College. Another majority decision. Just lost his footing a wee bit in his back foot, but he did enough to stay in control. So 56 now brings out Jack Swainson from Long Bay College. Good lift there from Jack. Good strong power clean. He might have just caught himself on the end of the nose on the way through with that jerk, but managed to keep his composure and lock out those elbows. So an excellent lift from Jack. So the bar now moves to 56 kilos. Juan Carlos with a 1 kilo lead over his teammate Aiden. So we'll see here. Oh, he's gone to 60. So the change will now bring Jack Syke from Rosmini. Yeah, Jack's having a great day. That's 5 out of 5 so far. He's looking very strong, very confident. The 58's gone on the bar because it's the automatic increment. I don't think it's going to stay there for too long. There's a whole cluster of athletes on 60 kilos. And I would suggest Jack will move over the top of that, give himself some time. So we could see Andrus come out next when the call comes through. So yep, that call's come through. 60 kilos gets loaded on the bar. Andrus Quintero, another one of this strong Rangitoto team, coming out for his first attempt. And another good opener. Andrus locking in that 60 kilos. Nice strong jerk, good long split position. So, the bar remains on 60 kilos. Juan Carlos Quintero. Younger brother of. With his third and final clean and jerk. Really good effort there from Juan Carlos. 3 out of 3 with his clean and jerks, but really tidy. So Aiden, his teammate, looks like he'll also take 60 kilos. And unfortunately, our first no lift of the clean and jerk section. Let's just see here on the replay. Yep, his elbows don't quite go to full lockout. And unfortunately, that is called a press out, and it's a no lift. So 60 remains on the bar. Jack Swainson, his last clean and jerk, competing in the 61 kilo class. And Jack goes 3 from 3 in his clean and jerks. Big high five with Coach Kevy. Again, good strong power clean from Jack. Just sets it up nicely. And locks it out overhead. So Caius now with his third and final clean and jerk on 61 kilos. There's 2 white lights there from Caius for a successful 3 out of 3 clean and jerks and a 5 out of 6 effort for the day. So Jack Sykes, he's had a great day so far. Can he finish it off with a 6 out of 6? Unfortunately, 2 red lights there for Jack. He certainly had the strength and power. He just got a little bit wobbly. Couldn't quite keep those elbows locked out. but still, he's had a really great day and will quite possibly finish up with second place in the men's 61 kilo class. So the bar moves now to 64 kilos, which sees the last of the Rangatoto team, Mason Newby, come out for his first clean and jerk. Yeah, another really great lift from Mason. Very dynamic young man, Mason. So bar moves to 65 kilos, which will see the first attempt from our youngest competitor in the session today, Rion Norton, out of Rotorua. Rion completed all 3 snatches. And here he is now, coming out for his first clean and jerk. And another young man continuing from where he left off. Strong opener. So I can welcome back Gabby, fresh from coaching duties.
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking. he snaked those last couple of jerks a little bit slow on the lockout.
Ended up with 3 out of 3. So
yeah, no, he's actually never attempted more than 55, so not a bad day.
No. Adrenaline can sometimes do good things.
Yeah, well, I think, we wanted to lock in a good opener, and then after that it was a bit, I said, do you want to set a goal? And he said, yeah, I want to be 60. I was like, okay, well, you got to earn it. And he did, and he got it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's another board full of green. It's looking pretty good.
Yep, 3 athletes still to come in, but so far so good in terms of every lifter securing their opener, and in fact their second attempts at this stage. See if Andreas can continue the trend. He certainly can.
Yep.
So 68 kilos, and here's Mason for his second attempt. Yeah, I've been very impressed with young Mason today. He's looked technically very good. He's looked dynamic. A young man with a lot of potential, given that he's only 15 years of age.
Yeah. now ranked first, at least in this bunch, of the under 15 67s.
Yeah. With the size of his frame, I don't see him being a 67 kilo lifter.
No, someone like, yeah, probably, well, if he carries on into adulthood, be what, around 90, 100?
Yeah, he could easily see it all the time, especially as they go through adolescence and they grow.
Of course, like someone like Isaac Morgan, right? 77, and then now he's, what, high 90s?
Well, the one that well, not young anymore, but Joe Pomelete started as an 85 kilo lifter. And now
109.
109, yeah. Yeah, Rion's been excellent. That's 5 out of 5 for Rion. He's another one at the ripe old age of 13.
So we got a bit of a battle there actually between him and Mason. Relatively close, I think. Well, he's got 4 kilos on Mason at the moment.
Yeah, after the snatches.
But yeah, if Mason gets his next one, pressure will be on Rion.
In the meantime, Andreas coming up for his third and final attempt. A strong jerk, Andreas.
Yeah, that was good patience there, making sure he didn't rush to come together. I think he was one of the ones. There was a few boys where their coach Nicole actually lowered the entry totals. I think they'd had a few niggles and injury concerns, but he's looking really strong.
Yeah, they've all lifted exceptionally well. Andreas just about gets bragging rights over his little brother as well. Lifting 14 kilos more.
Yeah, weighing 3 kilos less.
So 72 potentially is the first attempt. We can see him there just standing up. Xavier Serra from Henderson. He's opening on 72 kilos.
So this is very close to his final snatch, which is interesting. Easy. Quite a field in power cleaning, aren't they?
Yeah, he's a powerful young man. I would say he's just very early in his weightlifting journey, and he hasn't, he probably doesn't have the confidence around the full movements just yet, but that'll certainly come if he continues to beaver away with his training.
So we've got Rion and Mason both on 73 at the moment.
.73 is what Mason needs.
Yeah, that would get him in front, and then it would be up. Pressure would be on Rion to make the lift.
So Xavier will go up. Here we go. So yeah, so it's a 2 kilo jump. Yeah, that's right.
That's good. I think a lot of these lifters, they haven't necessarily been that close to one another and actually having a bit of competition. So this is exciting.
Well, this is the great thing about the depth that we now have, that even at secondary schools you can get into these little one-on-one battles. Good for the coaches as well.
Pretty confident in that one.
So Mason's done what he needed to do. He's put the scoreboard pressure on.
Yeah, that was textbook, wasn't it? Full range, sharp lockout.
He moves real well. Those long arms lock out nicely.
Yeah, that's great timing, isn't it?
So now it's up to Rion. Rion gets this one, and he'll jump back in the lead.
Ooh, looks like, yeah, there he goes.
There he is.
Alright, not today, Mason.
Excellent effort from Rion. Both young men have done exceedingly well there. Rion's gone 6 out of 6. Mason 5 out of 6. And that's all you can ask for, is that both have put their best out there. And we've had a nice little competition within the competition. So, just 2 lifters, Daniel and Jean, still to come into the competition.
Yeah, so eight lifts remaining, so we are not going to finish by 1:30.
So here comes Xavier. Second attempt, 77 kilos, after a really strong opener. And an equally strong second attempt. So he's a very powerful young man, Xavier.
Yeah, very confident. Okay, so will we see Dan for 80?
I don't think so. Although
No,
maybe.
he's sitting there ready.
Yep. Bar's loaded. 80 kilos on the bar. Here comes Daniel for his first attempt. No problem at all there for Daniel. Good solid opener.
So we got, Xavier's got a 5 kilo jump there, so he's on 82.
And he's won that section, I think, isn't he? I can't see the...
Yeah, he is the highest in the over 15s, at least in Auckland.
Yeah.
These middle kind of weights for the boys do have a few more from the other regions.
The other regions,
yeah.
But certainly for today, for the Auckland region.
But I'd say, yeah, that's pretty strong.
because the change was made a little bit before, Daniel's remained on a 2-minute clock here. The change is now coming through now. So we'll now go to Xavier.
It looks like once again Eugene's going to be out there all on his lonesome at the end of the session. A little bit of a wobble, no, but he gets that. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yep, majority decision. So a 3 out of 3. Every lifter bar 2 so far. 3 out of 3 with their clean and jerks.
Yeah, it's been a great session, very consistent.
See that left arm, but
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It can be a bit confusing, isn't it? Because shoulder movement is fine, but elbow is not. And so you can see he elevated his shoulders a little bit, which is totally fine.
and we get the benefit of seeing that replay.
Yes, in slow motion.
So here's Dan, second attempt on 84. Did well. He got pushed down a little bit in that jerk, but was strong enough to stay in control and finish off the lift. So we'll have one more attempt from Daniel.
So I think Avery Fesselai has, I believe he's still a 61, and he has had an ankle issue, and so ended up needing to withdraw from this competition. But that, I mean, he's a very strong competitor, but it opens up the door for Daniel to be a national champion here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can only compete against others in the competition.
Mm. So those boys, they must be quite good training partners because they're training out of the same gym in Strength HQ.
Yeah, well, again, it's great. I mentioned this before. Even though it's an individual sport on the platform, the need to have that team around you. So
yeah, absolutely.
You can do that dark work.
Nothing like a little bit of rivalry.
That's it. So, 86, and I'm guessing that we'll probably have another change here. Maybe 87.
Jane's on deck, ready to go.
Yeah, he's on 100, has it just been moved to 101 or 102, is it?
Yeah, 102. So that will be the heaviest amount we've seen on the platform so far today.
Yeah. Yep. What did we have? Young Olivia did 89 in that last session.
I don't think, looking at the entrant lists, I don't think we'll get much above a 120. He's happy with that.
Yeah, he did really well. It was a slightly tougher clean that time, but again, that jerk, he locked it out. Here we see he worked at the work hard, but he composed himself nicely.
Okay, so here we go.
And a little bit forward, but he did enough to step into it.
No, that's good. Yeah, good on him. He should be proud of that.
Yeah, 6 out of 6 effort.
Okay, so last 3 attempts of the session. And they all belong to the one athlete.
Yeah. So, see if we can keep our 100% record with opening attempts here. This is big weight. This is 30 kilos over his body weight now.
Well, Daniel did. Oh no, yeah, he did that. Oh, he did about 30, yeah.
There's that 100% record. It's still intact. That was a really good opener from Jean. Nice, strong clean. Really good jerk. Just how you want your opening lift to be.
Yeah, it definitely looks like there's quite a bit more in there, so. This coach, very, very experienced in running strength athletes in competition. He's accomplished powerlifting coach as well. Got a pretty varied athlete list.
Yeah, a little bit unusual to be working across both disciplines of powerlifting and Olympic lifting, but as you say, Dominic balances it well.
He does, yeah. Yeah, well, he's helping out. I mean, he's riffing next session, so he's helping out here. He helped out last session, and then he also runs powerlifting and coaches athletes at them as well. So, yeah, huge asset to the sport.
Yeah, we spoke about it in the first session, but again, it can't be highlighted enough that the need and gratitude we have for our volunteers who fulfill numerous different roles of...
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Every person here right now is volunteering.
So,
2 more lifts remaining, and then our next session, which we should have quite a good competition actually, because we've only got the 2 weight classes. Oh no, sorry, we've got a 96 as well, but it's quite a few boys in the 81. So that should be a good one. Definitely got a bit of a buzz going in the gym now.
yeah, it's been great. Good crowd.
And the rain stopped.
The rain has stopped. The bridge is in one place.
Good crowd, but small crowd, under 100.
That's exactly right. Making sure that we adhere to our level 2.
Yeah, well, you can see we've got quite a few officials wearing masks and bars being cleaned in between. Out the back, all the athletes are using just one set of gear each, not shared. Each person has their own bar and plates. So
yeah, it's been good to see how people have managed to adapt to make sure that we can still put on these events but do it in a safe manner.
That's the thing. I think so much has been cancelled. Being able to do what we can when we can, I think, is really important now, especially for these young people. Okay, 8 kilo jump, pretty big.
Well, he did really well there. It was a tough clean, but he composed himself.
Yeah, I think his lockout into the jerk was phenomenal. Just perhaps his feet a little bit narrow, just a little bit off balance, but brought it all together.
Yeah, we'll see
A little bit
here.
of a shift there to his left.
The line of the platform will give us a good indication. Just watch his feet.
Oh no.
No, he just, once he tried to recover, he just needed to
Stepped
step
away,
forward a bit,
yeah.
but he's done
Pretty-
very well.
Pretty satisfied with that, so I wonder.
There's probably not a lot more in the tank, but you never know. Third attempt. There's a lot of green on there, which is great to see.
I wonder if maybe they're targeting that 190 total, which 112 would give them.
Yeah, I don't know what D grade is for.
No, I know what the things in. Oh, actually, let me look them up.
That could be in the back of their mind there. D grade, of course, is the qualification for our junior national championships, which are being held in November.
Yeah, well, it's been really exciting actually. There's a couple of comps happening around the country this weekend. I know there was one, there was at least one yesterday. But there's a lot of athletes that are really trying to gun for it, which is exciting. It's already had the most athletes ever qualify. So if we get a few more, it could be a pretty big event, which is great. That's exactly what we want.
Yeah, so we've got 7 weeks it is. 13th to the 15th of November down in Tauranga.
So male 73. C grade is 203.
No, that might be
Oh no, wait, that's
D grade we need for junior.
D grade 73, 179.
He's
He's already
picked that
over
up.
it, so no.
Oh, that's good. Qualified for our national senior and junior.
I'm trying to read into that, figure out their plan. Nope, we're wrong. It's just might just have some goals that they want to hit today.
I mean, that could have been, if he'd snatched the 85, he would have been closing in on it.
200.
200.
Okay, so 5 kilos. It's going to be a big lift.
Yeah, a lot's going to depend on his ability to nail this clean. If he can get out of the clean, he's going to have a really good chance of
Yes.
finishing the lift.
Absolutely agree. All right, here we go. Oh. Wow, you've got to commend the effort. That was phenomenal.
Oh, he certainly gave it a nudge.
Yeah.
Just it was a little bit forward, which meant he couldn't. You'll see here, just the drive. The clean took so much out of him,
I was going to say, I think fresh, you wouldn't have had any problem with that.
but a little bit forward. His back foot went too far out the back. Awesome. All right, well, that concludes our second session for the day. We'll be back very shortly with the second session, or third session for the day, but a next session of men athletes. So looking forward to joining us again soon.